We are back. We are back, and we are on day 36. That means my birthday is coming up very soon. My birthday is coming up very, very soon. If you are just joining us, my name is Alicia Heskett. I am a reinvention coach as well as a boudoir and branding photographer in the great state of Maryland. And I'm also a photography educator, and I am doing a 40 for 40. And this is 40 things that I've learned before turning 40, and many of things I've learned in the last 10 years or so. But I wanted to do this because I have a book called The Reinvention Journal, which is for people who are 30 and above, getting to learn the way that they want to be for their favorite version of themselves. And I wanted to do something that was for the younger crowd, right? Because I know when I was growing up, I wish that the things that I'm sharing are things that someone would have told me. And so I hope that this helps you. Of course, if you're older, you can listen to this because I feel like these are all things that, people should know. But I also hope that in these next, 40 days and 40 things that you've really learned something. So if you have, just give me a like, give me a comment, let me know what you learned. And I thank you. I thank you for being here. I thank you for watching these videos. I am grateful that you are here. We are on day 36, and this is something that I had to learn the hard way. The hard way, yep. Having high expectations, right? And I have high expectations for myself. And because I have high expectations for myself, I understand that if I have these expectations for myself, then I can and will have them for other people, especially romantic partners. I am that friend, right? I like to romanticize all of my relationships, especially my friendships. And so I love, as I said in my previous videos, and the expectation is in my friendships that I'm going to buy you cards, I'm going to buy you flowers, I'm going to ask you to go on dates with me to random places. And sometimes I'm just going to be present. I'm going to be present and we're just going to vibe and chill and just be in each other's spaces. That is the expectation that I have for all of my relationships. Now, I'm not saying that everyone has to do what I do, but I am saying that my expectation as a friend is if I am giving this level of love and romance to you, then I'm expecting that. I have one of my good sisters who is a gift giver. She loves to buy gifts. Every year I get an Annie and Ani, I think it's Annie and Ani bracelet. I'm probably saying that wrong. And every year she gives me one for my birthday. And I love it because I know that she's showing me, and every year it's a different one. So one year she gave me one with the camera charm. One year she gave me one with the peridot, which was my birthstone. And one year she gave me something with like a saying on it about being sisters. But I know that she's giving that to me. When I wrote my book that I talked about, the Reinvention Journal, she actually bought me something as well. And she always gives me the most beautiful cards. And that's the expectation that we have because I would do the same for her. And I think that's something that we need to have in all of our relationships. So our relationships that mean the most to us. Now, I know with family that can be, we know. But in other relationships that we have, that we are choosing to have, if your expectation is that I'm going to be this type of friend, then it is going to be so important that you have those expectations of your other friends. Because if not, resentment can come in, right? You can get angry and agitated when you feel like you are doing something and it's not being reciprocated. So having those expectations, those high expectations are going to be important. Again, not only for yourself, but for the other people who you are inviting into your life. But within that space, be realistic. Your task for day 36 is to write down what are the expectations that you have for yourself. So what are the high expectations you have for yourself? What are they? And be realistic with yourself. The person who you should be real with the most is staring at you in the mirror. If you want to, you can take a second column and put what are the expectations that you would want for the people that you are inviting into your life. And then check that off. If you can have this, that person should have this. And if you want, make sure that you put the list of your friends and do a deep dive into reevaluating, like, is this a relationship where I'm putting out this effort, I'm setting these high expectations, and we are on the same page? If not, then it needs to be a conversation, right? Especially if it's something that you feel has been on your mind a lot. Have a conversation before you just ghost them and just be like, This is not for me. Conversations are important. We talked about conflict resolution. This is conflict resolution 101. I hope that you will join me tomorrow as we will be on day 37. And if you're just joining, welcome. Where you been? This is the 40 for 40. I'm giving you information, knowledge, everything that I have learned within my last 40 years and pretty much the last 10. Make sure you go back to day one if you haven't already done so. If you're just joining, and watch those videos in series, and then have your pen and paper ready because you're going to be getting information that you can try yourself. I will see you tomorrow.